Hello, my name is Stephen Renner, and I am doing this video as part of an assignment for my Defining Client Needs class, as part of my Master's in Media Design. Over the last month, I have learned a great deal about all aspects of marketing, advertising, and how various companies deal with the design department within their companies. I've learned about rebranding and the various professional terms used in the industry by the professionals I aspire to someday work alongside. The most important things that I have gleaned from my research as well as lessons over the past month was the concept of perceived value. This is when a customer buys an item. The purchase price and the item's benefits or features, as well as the cost of the item, is all on a perceived level from the customer. According to Michael Levins in his book Marketing, perceived value to the customer equals perceived benefits minus perceived cost. This is a very important thing for merchants and companies when developing displays so that they can put products, any given product, in the proper place, price it correctly for customers, and by doing this they can actually drive the price of one item up, or possibly literally move another item completely out of the competition. Working with perceived values and perceived costs, companies and product manufacturers can map out a customer's buying habits. Probably the second most important lesson that I've learned over this past month, also coming from Michael Levin's book, Marketing, was the various levels of expectation and customer satisfaction that customers have with products. The three levels being poor or dissatisfied, meaning the customer will more than likely not buy this product again, may speak badly about a product to friends, family, or other people. In other words, generating negative advertising for a company and that product. The next level being satisfied, and which basically means that they have reached the neutral point. They're neither dissatisfied or extremely happy and delighted. They're just satisfied the product has done what they expected. It met their expectations but did not exceed it. This is a good place to be. However, that customer can be swayed and they can actually choose to go to a different product if they think their level of expectation will increase, or their level of satisfaction will increase with a different product. And then the last level, where the customer is extremely happy and delighted, becomes a product champion, can't wait to go out and tell friends and family about something that they have found. This level is the goal for just about any company putting a product on the shelf today, due to the fact of word of mouth advertising literally being better than any other form of advertising out there today. The third idea I came across that intrigued me during this past month of study and research was the idea of forming personas for a design campaign, a design and rebranding campaign. By forming a persona for a given product, to represent a target marketing group or a target purchase group. The designers can literally separate themselves from the project, allowing them to create this product and this brand for a fictitious persona of a person or a group of people. By doing this, they can more fine-tune the design to fit a specific cross-section of people. Without these personas, the designers would end up creating a campaign for themselves and letting their feelings and their emotions and whatnot drive the campaign rather than designing to meet the goals and aspirations of the company. They would end up, meeting their own goals and aspirations, and while they might coexist, developing a persona, a representation of a cross-section of humanity that the given product is going to be marketed to, that allows you to design more directly. As far as my thesis project goes, the 3 market sectors that I researched are nonprofit organizations. The company I chose was the Boys and Girls Club of Hernando County. The next market sector I chose was eco-friendly transportation, and the company would be Honda. And the last market sector that I chose was electronics and technology, and the company was Acer Computers. Overall, I finally settled on and decided to go with eco-friendly transportation and to rebrand Honda. The reason I chose this is quite simple. Honda currently holds only a 10.6% market share in the United States as of 2010 of the total market value when it comes to automobiles. However, Honda is the leading developer of eco-friendly and alternate fuel vehicles. This does not make sense to me that they hold such a small percent of the US market, yet in a day and age when people's minds are on preserving the environment, they hold a much higher standing for eco-friendly transportation. I think if Honda were to put a bigger emphasis on their advertisement and advertising and branding, more of an emphasis on eco-friendly transportation and what they can bring to the world in the sense of alternate fuel vehicles and vehicles that are friendly to the environment, that in today's day and age, this would increase their overall market share, possibly putting them out on top above just about every other auto manufacturer in the continental United States. And this is my goal with the rebrand. I intend to more or less push the traditional automobile into the background and bring forward the alternate fuel and the eco-friendly automobile as their line of choice. To rebrand Honda into a company that is all about the environment. Instead of selling the automobile for the fact of transportation, sell the fact that its impact to the environment is much less negligible than fossil fuel run vehicles. In today's day of automobiles galore, more or less, with companies like Ford, Chrysler, GM, Lexus, Scion, Mazda, and Toyota, a company like Honda has their work cut out for them. If you advertise the automobile as a form of transportation, you are up against a ton of other giants that are basically doing the same thing. Everybody has the next best thing, the next best automobile, the next fastest automobile. Not everybody can claim to have an automobile that is superior and friendly to the environment. And that is the goal. That is what I am banking on to market and rebrand Honda. I'm looking to make Honda a friendly and humanistic, something that appeals to people's innate wants to preserve their environment.